Amazing. And you've spoken about the luxury and the finishes and the practicalities of the comforts as well. Can you just chat to me a bit more about the luxury I would experience here, the comparison between the Onyx maybe compared to another traditional boat of the size? Could you give me an indication of the luxury and comforts?
Well, look, I think it boils down to I've spent most of my life on boats, cruising, sailing, and the traditional materials that they use for furniture, panels and wall panels and so forth is a timber-based product. It's covered with vinyls and veneers and so forth. And the problem with those is twofold. Firstly, it's quite heavy, and secondly, it's a moisture sponge. So you get mold that happens if you have a little bit of ingress of water. That's the end of your beautiful furniture. So the approach that Chris and myself took here is that there's not one single grain of wood on this boat.
Sure.
Not at all. Maybe if you really want to push your luck, you can have a old-fashioned sextant with a little bit of wood in it. But that's the limit. So we're using a PVC composite, it's basically a plastic composite boards that we CNC the furniture into its modules. It all glues together with the modern glues that they use on these things. So there's no wood, no fasteners, and the finish is amazing. I want to go as far as to say that you could actually submerge this boat, get it out, wash it down, polish it, and get on with it. There's no, the furniture is not going to fall apart, and that goes for ceiling panels, structural furniture, absolutely no wood. Everything is PVC composite veneered. And the furniture is all frameless, modern approach. Very fortunate with Chris on the computer. He does the hard lifting on the computer, and if it doesn't work, I just take it back to him till it works. No, in the old days it used to be carpenters. You had to employ top quality carpenters, and they sit and shave and get on with it. But today's approach is a machined approach. Some people say it's not personal, but believe me, Chris and myself spent hours behind the computer looking at the modeling, rendering it, looking at the modeling. And the bottom line, it is the European look. It's a frameless look. Counters, everything is working a lot with shadow lines. So the super yacht industry is moving in that direction, where everything is less fiddly and more open, and that's what we're trying to achieve with this one. Very excited if I look at the renders, what's managed so far.
It looks absolutely beautiful. As I said, just amazed the space and volume. I can imagine myself sitting out there with a cocktail in my hand, or underneath the Catamaran in one of the hammocks that you mentioned, and someone putting down beer through the hatch, or watching the dolphins come past as I'm making my dinner.